But yeah, it was more of a kind of exercise in trying to play with that idea, basically.
Right.
And yeah, I kind of like kind of cynical lyrics.
Mm.
There's plenty of like happy shit
Yeah,
out there.
that's true, man.
But also like lyrics that kind of take the piss out of the person singing them as well.
Yeah.
They're kind of self-referential or like, yeah, from the point of view of someone who's just like, doesn't have it worked out at all.
Yeah.
Would you say a lot of your lyrics are from a third person point of view, or does it change from song to song? Or?
Yeah. So sometimes like that's a kind of easy way round. If you're like, oh well, this isn't exactly how I feel, or this isn't. I've got this idea, but it's kind of going this other direction. It's like, oh, it's all right. It's just make it not about. It doesn't have to be a personal expression.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of the more I write lyrics and hopefully the better I get at it, the kind of less well equipped I feel I am to actually kind of do justice to anything like real or like, anything, or, my ability to like express myself or how I'm feeling properly. So they kind of start going more abstract and more, like trying out different perspectives or narratives or coming up with weird kind of circular points of view or stuff like that. Well, but so when someone like writes some really amazing lyrics that's really like hits home and like kind of encapsulates how they feel about something or how they believe about something or how someone else does, that's like, that's like, man, how'd you do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think to do that is quite easy, but to do it really well is like
for it to be like genuine.
Yeah, because like anyone can just. Don't want to, this is turning into like a bashing session.
No, bash away, man. Bash.
Well, when like you just get like, oh, so this is a song basically about how somebody I was with wasn't respecting me and wasn't right for me, and then the lyric they start singing, it's like, you don't respect me, you've never been right for me. No.
And everyone in the audience is like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, where have I heard?
We get it, man. Yeah, I know that could be really, really annoying. There's something about it. The great word for it is like maudlin. So like the kind of like self-pitying kind of thing. That side of lyrics, especially in like a lot of modern pop that comes out. And I love loads and loads of modern pop, but there were certain trends that happened in songwriting where it was so like self-pitying, and that does not relate, man. Like it's so much more beautiful when you just express what the situation actually is,
sure,
without being like, you broke my heart. That
now I'm sad.
Yeah, like with like a fall to the floor like beat behind it. It's just like, oh jeez, that's not the one.
But still, like anyone who tries their hand at I'm writing it, like, fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least doing it.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
That's true.
You got to try, man. You got to write 100 pieces of crap before you hit that sweet, sweet goal.
I've written some absolute shit.
It's got to be done.
Yeah, man. So, when you like go to approach writing a song, do you go in? Is it like, okay, I'm feeling a certain way, and I feel like I could write a song now, or is it like you sit down and it's like, okay, I'm going to try and crack out a song now? Do you know what I mean? Like you set aside time for it, or?
Yeah, so I really envy people who can, well actually I don't know if there are any people, if there are any, I envy people who can kind of not schedule when they're going to come up with stuff, but if I'll be there like, okay, I've got a few hours this evening, I'm gonna try and write something, and it's just like nothing. Death.
Yeah.
And so I kind of need, I'm kind of working on it, but I usually need a lot of like dead time to just, maybe something comes, maybe it doesn't. And like particularly it takes me a long time to write songs. If I there's always that moment when you like come up with something and you're like, usually it's kind of the structure first that I get, and it's like, okay, wow, okay, this is going to be great. And And then from that point on, it's a slog because you're always trying to make it live up to what you think it could be in your head. So, there's like endless hours of just humming melodies and getting melody lines is like kind of the next thing that goes.
Yeah.
And then if I'm like, right, I've got some melodies, it's tight. They're all good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then the lyrics, it's like a whole nother thing. It's like I've got, a song could be on the back burner for years.
Yeah.
And like you'll be like 6 or 7, 8, 9, 20 times of sitting down trying to think of something, nothing. and then when it does start coming in, it usually is like a flow, and then you're like, okay, wow, I get it all down.
Yeah.
And then you read it back and it's like, okay, trash, garbage. That's amazing. That can stay.
Right.
It's funny you should say that. I've been reading this book at the moment called Art and Fear, and it was the little bit that I just got to is just talking about that. It's saying as soon so you visualize an idea, and as soon as you like write down the first line or like melody or whatever, you're basically screwed, because whatever that thing was, it's like as soon as you write that down, it starts the narrowing the tunnel down, and it might not necessarily be the thing that you hear in your head. It's like you're pushing it in a way that you might not even be what you originally conceive it to be.
Yeah.
So it's like almost, and it talks about like how you can't. Sometimes you can't hold on to that original thing. You have to just go with whatever it is that's happening, because because let's face it, though, whenever we've like tried to create anything in our lives, when has it ever actually turned out to be the thing that you wanted it to be originally?
Not for me. Yeah, hasn't happened yet. Yeah,
That is really interesting.
Yeah.
I find it's kind of fascinating,
Mm.
but also you do like run the risk of sounding like a total douche if you like start talking about it at the pub or something.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to catch up on new episodes every week. Also, check us out on our Facebook and Instagram at RecRooms, where you can find out about our other exciting music series. We also have this and all our other episodes of the podcast up on our RecRooms YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. See you next time.